This is Apostle Lance Businge, your marriage and relationships coach. Well, some people have complained that it is them who are doing most of the work to sustain their marriages. And every time I hear such complaints, I always ask them, what is wrong with you doing most of the work to sustain your marriage? And they always reply that it takes two to make a marriage work. Well, that statement is not entirely true. It takes two to sustain a marriage that is already working. But when the marriage is already in trouble, it does not need the effort of two to bring back or to rebuild the connection in that marriage. It requires the effort of one. I can assure you there are so many marriages which are surviving or are still standing today just because one of the partners chose to make the necessary sacrifices to keep that marriage going. God has made marriage in such a way that there will always be that one partner who invests more into sustaining their marriage than their counterpart. It is rare to find a marriage where both partners are investing equal amounts of efforts into sustaining their marriages. And if you find yourself in a position where you are doing most of the work to sustain your marriage, I want you to understand that God put you in that marriage as the pillar, as the keeper of that marriage. So it is important for you to understand that you are there as a pillar, and instead of complaining about how much efforts you are putting in to secure or to save or to sustain your marriage, it is important that you receive the grace that God has already given you as a pillar in your marriage, and then do your work to sustain that marriage. So many of us have been told that marriage is 50-50. That's not true. Marriage will never be 50-50. Marriage is supposed to be given 100 from both of the partners in the marriage. But you see, there will be moments in your marriage where you'll find yourself investing 100 and your spouse only invests a fraction of that effort. But you see, if you find yourself in that moment, instead of complaining, just continue doing your part and understand that you are the pillar in that marriage. Stay blessed.